Welcome back to Coldtake podcast on BSN. I don't know what episode we're on now. It's probably like episode 9 or something like that, or 8. Um, but the BHL has since folded since our last episode. Um, but the new league, the International Minecraft Hockey League, has taken its place, and I'm joined by the commissioner and UB, and Ginger is the commissioner. Sorry, my bad, but Comrade Ginger. I said the commissioner, but so yeah, I'm joined by these two goons. So what's up, guys?
Yep. So
Yeah, what's going on?
So, Comrade, before we get started, do you want to talk a little bit about the new league and what's going on with it?
Yeah, we're just trying to pick up the pieces from where we left off in BHL. Uh, Luckily, this week we were able to get through. We were able to play the games and finish it. We're trying to implement the minor league system that we were unable to do in BHL. And yeah, we're just trying to have a good time, have some fun here. And hopefully we can do that here in the new league.
I'd say for our first week, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So, Yupi, you're one of the developers here in
Yes.
too. So, you wanted to say anything about that and how are you approaching stuff? Because we're using the old data pack.
Yeah, it's pretty outdated compared to what the BHL used to use, but what they used in the last season. We're making a lot of good moves and a lot of good changes to the data pack to try to make the gameplay better. And we're getting the minor league ready for next season. It's going to be each team's going to have their own minor team, most likely. We hope. Hopefully, they'll all have their own arenas, but we'll see what will happen. We've already got some team names in mind, so can't wait for next year.
Nice. All right, so as we already said, week 1 has just expired just today in both the major and minor league systems. So we're going to talk about those games. It started last Friday, or the one that just passed. And someone want to tell me what the first game was for Friday.
Yeah, so it was Cincinnati taking on Hartford, and Cincinnati came out on top, 6-5 in overtime. If I may give a little analysis, from what I remember, it was a pretty good game. It was back and forth. Obviously, the score can show you that, but when it went to overtime, it was good fun, and yeah, it was. Cincinnati came out on top, and it was a good moment for Cincinnati getting that W because it was looking like it was a little rough after our initial preseason. So yeah.
UP, do you have anything to say?
Yeah. I was there. Pretty good game for both teams. Some really nice goals from both sides. TJ had some nice dangles for one of those goals. Birdo also played pretty well. I think he scored all of the goals for Hartford.
That is
So good game by both teams' star players. No, hope each team can keep playing the way that I'm sure both team is happy with their performance in that game, and would love to keep up that style of play for the rest of the season.
Yep. So good all around. The next game was the Atlanta Thrashers. Were they visiting the Huskies? The Nova Scotia
Yes, they were visiting us.
So visiting the Nova Scotia Huskies. So UP, before we talk about that, you're obviously the league had a little bit of some mishaps with the
Yes,
former Mexico City Mayan. So you're the new owner. So can you tell
I
me
am.
about your process coming into the league?
Well, the thing with the Huskies is I've had a lot of experience in managing and owning teams, servers, etc. So I know I saw the opportunity to possibly take over the new team, and I took it. And so far, it's been great. We got a lot of the old Mayan team back together. It's unfortunate to lose players like EXO who don't want to play, and a lot of our players are usually playing in the one of the other leagues in Minecraft. So I mean, we've still got a pretty solid squad. I think that we can bounce back next weekend after this weekend. So
Right. I mean, I still think both sides played a good game. You put up 3 goals, so there's nothing to shy away from there.
Yeah.
Atlanta Thrasher just has, in my opinion, the more skilled, higher skill based players on their team, as they
Mhm.
took out 5-3. But Huskies, I think, can only go up from here. So first game, so like you can't really expect
Yeah.
like a ton. Ginger, you're on the Thrashers. I think you're not. Are you the owner? No, you're the GM.
I'm GM. Yeah.
Um, so can you tell us about your team here?
I mean, the team is as kind of UP said a little bit with his team. Half of them play in another league in the MCHL. I mean, good for them. That league's been going on for a long time, and player dedication with that league is off the charts. So yeah, so it was a little hard to get the guys on for the game. So we did have to delay the game for a while. But yeah, I mean, the guys who were able to show up came through, and we got the win. So
Yep. I'll give credit where credit's due. You guys played a very good game. That game did not go without controversy, though, with the 2-hour delay before the game. And a lot of our guys were upset with how that game unfolded, but we can't do anything about it now. We just got to come back next weekend harder and hopefully bounce back and get some wins.
All right, so that was it for day one, or no? Were there some minor league games, or was that on Saturday?
that was
There were
Saturday.
not.
Okay, so now we're moving on to Saturday, which is day two. Um, in the major leagues, we'll talk about the minor league afterward. We have the Thrashers versus the Cyclones and the Huskies versus the Whalers. So the score of that was 4-1 for Hartford and 2-1 for the Thrashers. So I'll give my opinion on the Hartford game. I think Hartford has Birdo has they have the franchise player and they have Jets, and they're very competitive together. And I think Birdo has probably the best skill in the league, other than like Blackus, putting up incredible offense. So the Huskies just gotta adapt still, and they're still very young. A lot of their players, I believe, haven't played a ton together. So once again, you can't expect too much from this new Huskies team. So
Yeah. Yeah, overall, wasn't a great game by us. We didn't really shut down Hartford on defense like our plan was. A lot of mistakes in the D zone led to goals for Hartford. We got one on the board, though, from Lynch, which was a positive from that game, but definitely a lot to improve on for us. We did have some technical difficulties, but like I said earlier, I'm not going to discredit Hartford's play. Good game by Birdo and Oil, in my opinion.
right. The next game, which was fairly close. Well, I say fairly, it was close, 2-1. The Thrashers, I think, and I'm on Cincinnati, and they just dominated offensively for most of the game. So we couldn't break out of the zone that well, or create too many offensive chances. We had like maybe a couple of shots on net. So um, towards the I think towards the second period, got a break and pulling on the board, but the Thrashers just played a very good defensive game and helped out their goalie a lot, and uh, it just good game on both sides. I don't really have much complaints. Just Thrashers played a good game. So Ginger, you're on Atlanta, and you were there. So anything to say?
Yeah. From what I saw from the bench for most of the game, Indy and Black is, they were out there. They dominated pretty good, moved the puck pretty well. I mean, there's not much I can say about that. And when I did come on, like you alluded to, we were pretty much clamping down, and we were just trying to secure the win. And yeah, team came out, good chemistry, good play, good defensive play, and they were able to secure the win.
Mm-hmm.
So that was it for the major league games this weekend. On to the minor league. We had the junior Cyclones versus the junior Whalers. pick up a dominant 3-0 win, and I wasn't there for the game. These games aren't recorded or anything, so was anyone here there? Like I don't know.
I was there. I remember Cincinnati only had 3 players show up, and Ice Pillar MC played pretty much half the game by themselves. Played a very solid game against the Hartford Whalers junior lineup. Had some good offensive chances. Couldn't bury anything until Botmy came, and then it was a even game. Then they put 3 on the board and shut down Hartford. Mitch Miemener in net with the shutout.
Nice. So, yeah, it's looking pretty promising for Cincinnati depth here, in my opinion. Then the junior Huskies faced off against the junior Thrashers and took a 1-0 victory. So, UP, you got anything to say?
Yeah, great game by our young guys. A lot of guys have never played before on that team, like Kuzi_God with the game winner from an assist from M Drovel. I think that's how you say it. They've already built some chemistry together, and they're gonna rip up the minor league. I can see, I can feel it. They're gonna do really well. I think me and Chokington split goaltending in that game, and we played okay. I'm not the best goalie, so I wouldn't say we had an advantage there. Yeah.
Ginger, you got anything to say?
I mean, I played in that game, and we took Ice Pillar on loan, and we had Mitrio, I believe, in net. Or no, Unshameless was in net. Unshameless was, from what I recall, he was relatively new to the goaltending position or something of the sort, and one bad bounce got past him. I'm not going to fault him for that, and I obviously could not get on the scoreboard for the life of me, as it shows in the score. So, I mean, they played well. They outplayed me. I couldn't get quality shots on net, and bad bounces. I couldn't get the puck in the net, so it wasn't able to come through. So they won.
Yep.
And finally, our last 2 games of the week: the Junior Whalers and the Junior Huskies. Again? Wait, what? No, sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing.
Yeah. It was the Junior Huskies versus the Junior Whalers. Yeah.
No, we just had.
So.
Wait, what? I'm so confused.
Yeah. Wait, was that written down anywhere?
No.
Yeah, no. It was Junior Whalers versus Junior Huskies. Okay.
Oh,
it was in the
IMHL.
IMHL.
You're talking about it was Thrashers versus Huskies. I got confused.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't there, so anyone got any thoughts?
Yeah. I played a little bit in that game. I put up 2 goals. Pretty good game for our team. I think M Drovel had one of our goals, and I had 2 of them. We played a really good defensive game against them. I think our guys are just going to keep getting better every game they play together. And we've got a lot of guys down there that want to put in the time. So I think we have a really good future down there.
Yeah.
Hartford played pretty well. Pretty dirty game from them, but we won't get into that.
It's Hartford. What was the final score?
Yeah. It was 3-0. No, it was like 3-1.
Okay. So 3-1 there. And then we just played the Junior Thrashers versus the Junior Cyclones. Comrade Ginger came up big for the Thrashers, and it was 2-2, or no, final score was 3-2 in regulation. It was 2-2 for most of the game, and then the Comrades scored with 8 seconds left. Botmy notched up another 2 goals. But yeah, Ginger came really big with a hat trick for the Thrashers. So can't say both teams played pretty well. So can't really complain much or anything. So I think the Cyclones were better offensively for most of the game, but they just couldn't bury it and get quality shots on net. So yeah, don't have much thoughts there.
Yeah. Also, if you guys can hear the thunder outside of my house, I apologize. I don't. Not really much I can do about that.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't know if you guys can hear it.
So.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we're all right. So now we'll transition over into top 5 players. So, does anyone else want to start with that?
I don't really got anything. I mean, I know Birdo had a really good weekend. Put up a lot of goals. I don't know where I would put him. I'd have to really look at the numbers, but
If
he's
we're
definitely up
gonna
there.
if we're gonna go ahead and start with the top 5 players, I'm gonna have to go with the number 5 spot to probably to TJ. Or no, actually, let's give it to Jam. I'd probably give it to Jam. Jam got 3 points in the 2 games he played, and I believe that is one of the league's best this weekend. Let me just confirm.
Is there a stat sheet? Like, bro, I don't even know.
Yeah, here, I can give it to you.
You should send it to me too.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks. Yeah, guys, we're so organized here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
Professional podcast crew right here. Like, oh, okay.
Oh, this is where the stats are. Okay.
Is it updated?
I don't believe all of them are, but most of them are.
Okay.
Most of it, rather. Maybe not the junior guys, but
Okay, so looks pretty good. Well, yeah, I don't think the junior guys are updated yet, but
we had a lot of performers from around the league. Not gonna lie, Oil was able to get 4 points. Nick was able to get 4 points. Looks like the Huskies roster's kind of slacking there, Chief. Taking shots here on the podcast, if I may.
Hey, give us time to mesh as a group. Give us a little bit.
It's pretty cool.
We'll bounce back next weekend. We've got you guys next week, TJ. Watch out.
No, dude. You can't just leave the squad and expect to like take a dub. Like, if you guys don't know, DP was on the Cyclones before he started to start owning a team. So
I don't know. We'll see. Tough luck.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see.
Yeah. We will see.
We will. We will.
Yeah. We'll see when we bury like 3 against you guys in the first.
No.
Yeah.
No, we just appointed Lynch as our captain. Good leadership in the room now.
But if he can connect to the server, that is.
Yeah, I mean, he was connected fine earlier, so we'll see. Let's hope he can keep that up.
Yeah. Yikes, guys. Anyways, back to the top 5 players of the week, guys. Jeez,
it's got pretty toxic.
I didn't intend to get.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, but
right there, like.
So I mean, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go with TJ. TJ netted 3, got an assist for a total of 4 points. So I mean, I'd say that's pretty good for the number 5 spot. So I mean, there you go. Anyone got a spot for number 4?
Let's see here. Probably.
Honestly, considering Squid only played 1 game, he played pretty well in that game. I don't know if I'd put him at number 4, but he did have a pretty good game for the one he played. Yeah. I don't think the stats show how well he played.
I'd say either him or let's see. Maybe
Oil.
Yeah, I was gonna say Oil or Jets. Or Nick there with the 4 assists, so like can't complain there. I think I put Nick at number 4 with 4 assists. Then Oil or Jets, maybe Jets. Or wait, no, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm gonna put Lynch at number 3, Oil number 2, and then Birdo number 1. That's my top 5.
Lynch?
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I was expecting at least Blackest to crack.
Yeah, I thought Blackest would be there with 6 points.
Oh wait, I didn't even see the Atlanta stats page. I'm capping.
Yeah, there you go, bro.
I was about to say.
Okay.
Lynch played pretty well, but I didn't think he was 3.
Okay, wait. Let me redo my rankings. So, Comrade had me at 4 or 5. I put Nick at 4, but might change that. I don't know. Anyone else got anything? Like, who do you think should be at 4?
I don't know.
Tough choice.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'd put Nick at 4, then Oil at 3, probably, and then Birdo and Blackips can battle it out for the top spot there.
It's subjective.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just those two are in the top 2 somewhere. It's just pretty subjective.
Yeah, for sure.
Are we gonna rank like minor league players too? Might as well.
Well, I mean, the stats really aren't up to date, but
Yeah,
we
they
could
aren't
if
up
you
to
want.
date on that.
You're right. All right, we can't do that. We'll do it next week. Anyways, now on to predictions. For next week, and I don't know what the games are, so.
I can look at the schedule. Hold on.
Let's pull that up.
So next week it's gonna be day 1 is Cincinnati versus the Atlanta Thrashers in Cincinnati, and the Huskies are gonna be playing at Hartford once again. And then day 2, it's Hartford's gonna be playing at Atlanta or in Atlanta, and Cincinnati's gonna be playing at Nova Scotia.
Ooh. So
Ooh.
home opener for the Cyclones.
Yeah.
We're playing the
Or a
Thrashers.
rematch against the Thrashers. Yep.
Yeah. It's gonna be close. Can't say who's gonna win though.
If I may, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Since we just figured you out, I feel like the boys, if they actually show up Friday, will absolutely steamroll you. Okay?
Stop right there, sir. Stop right there.
And you said we were being toxic, Ginger. Okay.
Yeah, bro. Look,
It just depends on who's in
we
net.
had like half our lineup that game, right? And we still almost beat you guys. So like, let's take it down a notch, right? I think
For sure.
I think we have our full lineup and our starting goaltender. We're gonna smear you guys. At least put 3 goals at the board first period. I mean, easily. And then you guys would like try to fight back at like a goal here or there, maybe, I don't know. But I think it'll be a wipeout for the Cyclones here. You know, got the home opener motivation, so gotta impress the home crowd. So I think the Cyclones will take this one. Realistically, they'll probably like a 1-goal game. Realistically.
Oh yeah, realistically, we're not actually gonna steamroll you. It's probably gonna be a pretty close game, like you said. It's Cincinnati, defensive-minded team versus Atlanta, who's struggled to put some points up, but
I mean, I'm gonna say this from a neutral perspective. It completely depends on which team can bring all of their all of their players. Like if the Thrashers can't get a lot of their guys on, like Ram, then I can see Cincinnati running away with that win. But if Cincinnati can't get guys on again, like their last game against the Thrashers, I could see the Thrashers taking it again. So I think it's that close between those two.
Yeah. And then for the Whalers versus Huskies, I think the Huskies gonna take it, man. I think the Huskies are gonna bounce back, and take a dub right here. I mean, Birdo will probably show up, but like, I think if they can neutralize him, to a point where they can outscore the Whalers, which is pretty hard to do, but it is possible. If you just shut down Birdo, you can get past the rest, in my opinion. And I think they do have a decent chance, and I think they're gonna take it in Nova Scotia. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with you on that. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna disagree. We got some new leadership on the team. Like I said earlier, just appointed Lynch as captain probably 10, 20 minutes ago. So we're going to have that going for us. He's helping out Chokington, getting him into game form for that. We've played against the Hartford Whales before. We know how they play now. I feel like you guys can hear that. Fucking loud.
I could hear that.
That's loud. Okay.
Shaking like.
Yeah. Yeah, but we played Birdo before. I think we're going to have a better chance to shut him down this game. Chokington's hopefully going to have a better weekend. He admits that he didn't play his best, and I think the boys are due for a win.
Ginger, you got anything?
I don't want to be the Debbie Downer for the Nova Scotia Huskies. I
Oh.
really have nothing against your team. But if we just look at the stats here, I know the stats don't really always tell the story,
Oh my
but
God.
it really looks like Hartford will come out guns blazing, and I really do hope that the Huskies can make this game competitive. And I really want them to win, but I just really don't think it's possible for them. I'm sorry.
I think it's very possible, and
Keep hating. Keep
Uh,
hating.
yeah, keep hating, keep sleeping on us. Um,
All I gotta say is San Francisco flight may have moved to Nova Scotia.
oh, don't.
No,
No.
that's kind of toxic
That-
right there. It's kind of toxic.
That's tough.
That's toxic.
Can't say that.
Oh,
That's too
boy.
far.
This is getting pretty heated in here. It's the point of the podcast, really. But so, got some good scraps, good jabs here and there.
Mm.
So you're just saying based off stats alone.
Oh my god.
Damn, bro.
Jeez.
Based off stats
anyways,
alone.
yeah, based on stats, I mean, and the Hartford team has had a lot of chemistry. They played with each other forever. And I mean, I feel like they'll probably come out with a win. The way you're talking about Nova Scotia, it looks to be a competitive game, and I hope it is that because I'd really want them to come through, but I don't think they're going to be able to get it done.
I mean,
All
I
right.
see where you're coming from, though. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. No hard
No.
feelings. I'm not trying to say San Francisco flight or anything.
No. We'll see. We'll see when the game comes. I don't want to hear it.
I'm kidding, Yuppie. I'm kidding.
He says that now, but like low key.
He says that now.
He's not kidding.
I don't
I
think.
promise. I
I'm
promise.
not kidding.
Minor league guys. What's the schedule for that? Let's see. What we got here? We got, if it loads, it'd be nice. Junior Whalers and Huskies, and then is it a rematch? Same thing.
Yeah.
So it's same matchups again. For Whalers and Huskies, I think Huskies gonna take it out again. They got more depth, in my opinion. And then for the Thrashers and Cyclones, I think Cyclones will take this one actually instead of the Thrashers. So,
I mean,
my prediction right there.
I really think it depends on who shows up for the Thrashers. Just like our major league team, the MCHL boys, they do their thing. But I don't know. I kind of liked how we played today against you guys. Maybe we'll be able to replicate that, but I don't know. We'll see. That'll be a good game, actually.
Yeah, I think it will. I don't know Hartford's depth like extremely well. I don't know how many of them show up, but I think Nova Scotia's got the more active team.
I played a few shifts against the Hartford Whalers junior team earlier. They're a pretty rough team. They hit a lot. Few of them, I mean, I feel like a few of them could have been called, but it's the minors. A few of them are still learning how the game works. So I'm not going to get too mad about it, but, maybe they need to chill a little bit.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
I think the refereeing overall throughout the whole league has been a little bit lenient.
Mm.
In my opinion, I think we need to start. I don't think I've seen a single penalty called in the major league. Has there been a penalty yet?
Yeah, there have been.
Oh well, at least in any of the games I've played, we haven't had penalties. Where there definitely probably could have been some, but
Yeah.
People are still learning and getting back into it, so I'm not like mad or anything.
Yeah, if I may, I feel like we're just trying to get the rule book down, and I know I did miss a call when I was roughing, and after reviewing the footage and I saw it, it was just so blatant, and I just can't believe like I missed some of those. But yeah, we're just trying to get back into the groove of things. It was week 1, so we'll pick it up and we'll start calling pens. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's all pretty much new to all of us, more or less. So it'll only get better with time. So
Yeah. I feel like we just need also like set reps before each games each game, because I feel like every time a game starts, we don't have a referee, and then we just kind of have to pick somebody that's online that can do it. Like I had to ref a game yesterday. I've never refed before. I barely knew what I was doing.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, as time goes on, the league will get better at this stuff. So it's all right. We'll cut it some slack for now. I'm not gonna flame it too hard.
Thanks, guys.
Ginger, you're doing a good job. So
Try my best, guys. It's a team effort.
Yeah.
Vice commissioners are a real big help. Obviously, UP's doing a lot of work too. So, team effort.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Big thanks to the players for coming out this week and not destroying the league, not disbanding any teams this week. It was pretty good.
You love to see it.
It's pretty good. Yeah, exactly. Love to see it. So hopefully we can replicate it again, have more players show up next week, and should be pretty good.
All right, guys, that'll do it for this podcast, this Coldtake podcast on BSN. If you like what you see, then subscribe or something and like and whatever. Just we'll do one again next week, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yep, we'll be back with week 2 matchups and review of the IMHL. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week or whenever. So, take care.